talking a lot about the upfront stuff. If you've gone through an interview, what is Yahoo's general feelings about contacting people you see in LinkedIn that you interviewed with? Do you have any thoughts on that?
So you've interviewed with somebody and then you see them on LinkedIn?
Yes.
I would send them an invitation. Thanks so very much for meeting with you. I'd love to be a part of your network.
Okay.
They're going to take it.
So that would be an acceptable part of the Yahoo
Absolutely.
environment, as opposed to some people, they do not want to hear from you.
They would love to hear from you, because remember this, you're in an area that they're hiring, and your people that you're going to be connected with are also in your space. They're going to welcome that. But you know, Dan and I go to these things and we'll give out our email, and we might get like 2 or 3 people asking to link in afterwards. So I guess we keep talking about LinkedIn. But you notice that, Dan?
Yeah, you know, again, it just depends on you and who you're about. There's some people that are avid networkers, and there's some people that just want to have just a few friends and a few connections, which is fine as well. Again, I just want to mention LinkedIn as a tool to really help you in the sense of your job search and really connecting, finding the right people, the right companies, the right jobs. Hopefully you guys see the gist of where I work on LinkedIn. But at the same time, feeling comfortable and just asking sometimes if they want to connect.
So he just asked me, so how do we use LinkedIn? We got these $5,000 account. We have a special corporate LinkedIn that we use, but we have to keep both of them going. And what I'll do is I'll do a search. So I'm looking for, I'll do a program manager. I might use a couple of keywords, what I'm looking for. You know, and then I will also, and the corporate version allows me to search by particular companies. I can select the industries, how many years experience, when you joined. I mean, it's rich. It's rich. And then what I'll do is I'll send you an email, or I might call you, or I'm going to show you a little technique that we use. You know what I put in here, Dan? If you go back to we should go back to our presentation. I put a thing in there about how you can use this thing called verify email. I'll say, okay, so you work for ABC company. So I'll say, okay, so Dan, I'll try Dan, dharris at abc.com. Verify will ping their email server if it comes back bad. I'll say, how about dan.harris at abc.com? Boom, we'll say, okay, I now have your email address. It's not illegal. What it does is it's like sending an email address to their server, and when it bounces, it just gives me okay or bad. And I have your email. I use that every day. Every single day on this planet I use that verify. Or mail tester, because verify email only gives me 10 an hour, and I use that up quite a bit. So I have that. We're going to show that in a while. All right.
Basically, the 2 websites again are mailtester.com and verify-email.org, and basically allows you to just kind of check someone's email.
We're giving all of our secrets away today.
Yeah, that's actually what we're sourcing recruiting technique is basically a lot of emails for companies have patterns. Mailtester.com, the other one's verifyemails.org.
The question is, what kind of forms of social networking do we do to check somebody out? And I would say absolutely nada. One, that's totally unethical. I don't care what culinary group you belong to or what kind of dog you decided to buy, and we don't do any of that. And we don't do backdoor checks. So basically, to me, the backdoor check, does everybody know what a backdoor check is? A backdoor check is, you see that sometimes in Silicon Valley, and it's totally, to me, immoral, unethical, and probably illegal. And that is, let's say that I wanted to interview you for a job, and I knew you worked at a company, and I know a coworker over there. Hey, what can you tell me about her? Hello? The only people I should check are when you've come through the process, she's interviewed, and then gives me her references. I should not be checking anybody that's not on her reference list. Okay, but it happens, it's wrong, and Yahoo is really strict about that. But I know other companies, Dan, I don't know if you want to say anything, but a lot of companies, it just is par for the course, and it should not be par for the course. Because what if that person that she used to work for didn't like the cookies she brought in and wants to say something bad about her or something? You know what I mean? Good question. LinkedIn recommendations. I think they're great. You know, if you don't like the recommendation, you don't have to post it. But I use them. I ask people, and I sometimes do them even before people ask. And I would say that they are fabulous. That's something that you can absolutely leverage. Okay, and that's kind of that's not really backdoor, because you have right out there. And I have, how many? I don't know, but I think, 30 is excessive, but you know something? You absolutely should do them. I think they're absolutely great, the LinkedIn recommendations.
What year did you graduate?
No, don't put that on your resume. For me, I've been around since I don't put that. Here's my belief about that. If you're a new college grad, put that on your resume because you're just out your friends. But if you've been working for a while, no. And recruiters say, "Oh, well, why do you tell people that?" I said, "Because we legally can't ask you. Don't volunteer any of that." Again, if I put that on mine, it'd be like, okay, she's gonna be expensive. Look how many. Don't put it on there.
Just list the degree, like BA, marketing, thanks, and, the college or university kind of things.
Yeah. A couple of more questions that we got to keep moving forward because I love the questions though. But right here, then you.
And many of these application sites force you into fields to fill in data like last salary, year of graduation, and you can't progress without putting something in those fields.
If you're applying for a job, they will ask you the year you graduated because they're going to do a complete background check. That's different than putting it on your resume and every Joe Schmo out there that's going to read it going to have that. That's different. Oh, I love this website. All right, Dan, I know you're itching.
No, go ahead, please.
No, both of us. We'll both do this.
So basically, sometimes there's resumes that we run into where some people just don't have enough of that experience that we're looking for. The hiring manager is saying, hey, I really need someone, for example, Marsha has 4 years, but I need someone that has 6. I just can't take her. I really need to have that 2 or 3 more years of experience that they didn't know what they're doing. Here's a couple of websites, guru.com and elance.com, that will help you. They list a number of different kind of, if you will, freelance jobs. But this could be the opportunity that really, say you're at home right now, or whatever it may be, that you could take the time and spend some time and maybe do some consulting work or whatever, or maybe even just do this freelance work for this particular company, and you really excel at it. And so it could lead to opportunities there at that company, but not only that, you're also getting great experience on what you already do.
You forgot one more thing, my buddy. You're getting paid. At Elance, you get 92 cents of every dollar. And there's people who are making high San Francisco rent and making their money on Elance and Guru. So they're looking for all types of people, project management, marketing, all kinds of stuff. Here's the way to make a little cash to get you over the hump, these bridge jobs. So capture this and Rent-A-Coder and stuff, and all kinds of, not just for techie, but for tech and other people as well. Here's a way to make some money. I got a resume recently from somebody who'd taken some Java classes but hadn't done anything as far as work experience. Here's how that person could actually do it. Great stuff. If you do web development, which they now call front end, and you want to get some more experience, here's a way to do that so you can add to your portfolio. So these are great ways to make, we have a whole session we do on bridge jobs, so we can't go into it a lot right now. I'll tell you one quick story. Once the banker that hated his job decided, God, I love teaching piano, put a little ad in Craigslist, said I'll teach piano to homeschoolers. He had a waiting list, okay? So he's making $5,000 a month, $100 a month for each student. He goes to their house for 30 minutes a week. Doesn't have to pay any insurance because he's at their home, not his. And loves his job, sets his own hours. So there's all kinds of ways. I know somebody, she says, what do I do, Noelle? I need a bridge job. I go, well, you speak Spanish really well. Have you thought about teaching Spanish to homeschoolers? She goes, never thought of it. Puts the ad up there, and now she's making some money. There's a lot of different ways to think about bridge jobs. And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes people get tired of working in the corporate world. They want to do something different. Be your own boss. Here's one way. But also think about other ways. I really love the book, The 4-Hour Work Week. And I should mention about this, but Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Work Week, you can get at the library. It's a great book. Gives you other ideas to do. Like I said, we have a whole session on bridge jobs, but enough said. But again, that was The 4-Hour Work Week, Tim Ferriss, like Ferris wheel. Great book. You also